Tonight we're going to finish up the year by making a thank you card, and we'll be using the ORNATE THANKS Stamp Set in the ORNATE Layers Dies. We'll also be using the Snowflake Wishes Stamp Set to make our own background paper. Hi, I'm Joan and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I created this video for Joan's Simple Paper Crafts, found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by. And if you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is typically once a week. Now give me a second so I can turn the camera down and we can get started. Here's that Ornate Thanks card that I made, and this is the die. I use this thank you, and then I also use from the bottom of my heart on the inside of the card. And then I used the Snowflake Wishes stamps to add the snowflakes on the inside, as well as for the background paper and on the envelope. And here's our Snowflake Wishes. We used these stamps here, and this stamp and that stamp. And the layers that we use from the Ornate Layers die are this die, and this die. So of the long rectangle dies, we used the 3 largest. And then the paper that we used is 7.5 by 8.5, scored at 3 3/4, and then 3.5 by 8 1/4 in the Bermuda Bay, and then 2 5/8 by 5 5/8 in the copper foil. And then we also used a 1 by 4 inch piece of basic white for the front of the sentiment. So let's get started here. We're going to stamp the inside of the card first. And let me just get this scored. I'm going to burnish the score. And we scored it at 3 3/4. And then we're going to just stamp the inside of the card using our Bermuda Bay ink. And we'll do the same thing on the envelope. And then next we want to do is stamp our cardstock, but we want to cut out the center portion, cut out this portion here before we start coloring with the stamp. So I'm going to just put the die in there and run it through the die cutting machine. And we've done that already, so we've got these 2 pieces now. And we can just put this one aside for right now. And we're going to put some paper down to stamp this, so if we go off, we don't mess up our workspace. So I'm just going to stamp one right here, and we'll stamp one on the other side. And then I'm going to take these 2 stamps, get them wet first. There we go. I think we've got that done. We might be done with this. Oh wait, we still have our thank you to do. And let me get our thank you out here. So what I like to do is I like to die cut it first, and then I can center it inside of the die cut. So I've already did that. So here we have our die cut, and then we're going to center this. I'm just going to get the excess ink off of these, and then we'll run them through the Stampin' Scrub in just a second here. Now I think we can close this up. Okay, we'll bring our Stampin' Scrub out. And we'll put a little mist on there. So let's bring our card back out. We want to do our front of the card first. And we've got this already. So let's put a little glue on the back of this. You could either use Stampin' Seal or Seal Plus, or even our tear and tape would work. But I'm going to use our white glue. And I use way too much glue, but I don't know why I don't learn. And we're just going to center that on the front of the card, leaving an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Just running my bone folder over the card base. Then next we want to do our copper foil. So we want to put this on here and run it through our die cut machine. And I've already done that. I forgot I left it in here because I wanted to show you that you want to be aware of what your top of your die cut plate looks like, because there's like little scratch marks in there, but that's going to be covered up, so we're okay with this one. And then I'm just going to finish poking out the back of this, and I flipped it over so we won't be scratching it anymore. And some of those don't want to come, so I'm just going to poke them out. I wanted to show you, this is an attachment to our Take Your Pick tool. It just screws right onto the Take Your Pick tool. And then it comes with the full mat for poking these out. And I thought I had them all. Here's another one. So then this just gets glued down on the center of this card. And I think I'm actually going to glue this piece on here first that we cut out from before. So let me do that real quick. And I'm just centering this on here. There's about an 1/8 of an inch from the edge of this filigree here to where this stitching is around the copper foil. And that's all the way around, so that's a good fit there. And then we will glue down our thank you. And again, it's about an 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the white piece to where the dots are around all the way around the border. And I am going to just use my bone folder just to kind of go over that and maybe take out a few more of these picks. And then we should be able to do one more glue. I should use the tiny glue bottle that I have, but I need to refill it. And because it has a nice needle nose tip, that keeps me from over gluing. Makes it harder to over glue, at least. And then I'm going to center this on the card. I'm leaving about 1.5 inches from each left and right side, and then about 1/2 inch from the bottom and then from the top. And I am just going to open it up and use my bone folder on the inside. There we have it. And let's get our envelopes back out here. I just want to thank you for watching this past year and for all your positive comments. I hope you've seen me improve as the year progressed, and I promise to continue to try to improve my videos. You can look for me Wednesday, January 5th at 7 p.m., and I'll have something from the Celebration catalog. Yes, there'll be a new mini catalog out January 4th and a Celebration catalog. May you have a wonderful holiday and make merry memories with your family and friends. Happy holiday.